I downloaded Madden 19 to rebuild the worst team on the game. Remember when Antonio Brown was like the best receiver in the league, or right there if he wasn't the number one? Also, remember how awful this song was? Can't listen to it. Horrible. Stop me. Oh, somebody stop it. Stop my ears from bleeding listening to this damn song. Horrible. Yeah, it's better. So who is, and long shot, Jesus. Who is the worst team on this game? That's actually a good question. I would probably bet it's the Browns. We can use a real life roster and just load all the way to the end and see what the worst team is. Patriots, Rams, Super Bowl, and I've got 20 leagues. Great. Oil Me Up, always a good name for a league. Is this my Madden 19 franchise Giants team? I think it is. Are we going to see the Roman soldier, Roman Pugh on defense? There he is. Okay. Flashback to this series, if you watched Madden 19 Giants franchise. Who knows? Maybe there will even be a Madden 23 Giants franchise. I don't know. Maybe. Had Derwin James. This dude was a beast. Out of Nebraska? I think it was Nebraska, not Wisconsin. Yes. Morris Dubose from Nebraska. Only normal dev, but it's a lie. 25 years old. 99 speed, 91 man, 97 zone, 90 press. This isn't like the point of this video. Alex Espinoza. Dude, he was also a monster. Superstar dev, inside linebacker, only 23 years old, 85 speed, 99 tackle, 99 block shed, 94 hit power, 86 zone coverage, 84 man. He was awesome. Hassan Reddick's on this team, Raekwon McMillan. Who is this? Kent Raymond. Oh, I remember him, actually. He was all right. Lawrence Thomas from Nebraska, I do vaguely remember. He looks okay. Nat DeGear, I'm pretty sure. Yep. It's amazing how I couldn't name any of these guys, but once I see him and see the name, or at least the last name, I can remember the first name. Definitely a fun defense. Was the offense as good? I'm sure I called this guy Clayton Kershaw a lot. Carlos. Howard Russell. He was a beast. He had a big episode against the Seahawks that I'll remember. But that is not the point of the video. All right, back in Super Bowl week. Who is the worst team? So the Giants are 74. I think the Browns are going to be worse for sure, but it might be close. This is back when the Texans were quite good. J.J. Watt, DeAndre Hopkins, Jadeveon Clowney. A lot changed. Stephon Diggs still on the Vikings. Khalil Mack, Akeem Hicks still on the Bears. I mean, we can go through. Geno Atkins is the highest rated Bengal. Joe Burrow was not on the team yet. A.J. Green was still here. Tyler Eifert still here and quite good. The Bills are also a 74. They have everybody there except for Lorenzo Alexander. And is Jerry Hughes still playing? Is he going to be back for 2023? Or 2022, I mean. He signed... I don't know how I didn't hear about this. I guess it's because it doesn't really matter at this point. But Jerry Hughes is now on the Houston Texans. Did not know that. The Broncos still had Von Miller, Chris Harris, Emmanuel Sanders. They have none of them now. For all my viewers out there with multiple credit card balances each month and are only paying the minimums, barely making a dent in your credit card debt, it can be discouraging, but Upstart can help you pay off your existing debt quickly so you can feel like you're finally getting ahead. The cool thing about Upstart is that they'll look at multiple other factors other than just your credit score, like income, employment, and other info provided in your loan application. Find a smarter rate for your loan. You can also check your rate without impacting your credit score whatsoever, and it only takes 5 minutes for loans between $1,000 and $50,000. So find out how Upstart can lower your monthly payments today when you go to upstart.com/Bengal or click the link in the description box below. That's upstart.com/Bengal, and don't forget to use our URL to let them know that we sent you, and loan amounts will be determined based on your credit, income, and certain other information provided in your loan application. Go to upstart.com/Bengal. Browns are an 80. They only lost Kevin Zeitler. The Bucks still had Levante David. They still do. Still Mike Evans. No Gerald McCoy anymore. Cardinals are 74, so they lost Pat Pete, David Johnson, Larry Fitz. Chargers, obviously no more Phillip Rivers, Melvin Ingram. Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes is a 94. He's rising, but he's not there yet. Tyreek Hill, of course, gone now. Colts with T.Y. Hilton, Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck, of course, retired. Cowboys, Travis Frederick, unfortunately retired. Dolphins, Cam Wake, William Hayes, Josh Sitton. That is quite a Dolphins team. It just goes to show you how much can change in just a few years. Because look at all these overalls and these players. Like the Eagles still have these guys, but They're not even close to the same players that they were. The Falcons obviously don't have Julio or Matt Ryan anymore. The Niners, I mean, look at Richard Sherman, the highest rated player on this team. Joe Staley's retired. So it looks like I'm actually going to have my choice. Odell on the Giants. Here's what I'm going to do is, some of you are probably going to be upset about this, but I'm going to rebuild my favorite team. I'm going to rebuild the Giants, and I'm keeping Odell this time. I'm going to correct Dave Gettleman's mistakes. And yeah, Odell, like, he didn't have a great run in Cleveland or anything, but I think if he stayed in New York, he would have been fine. Pat Shurmur, disgusting. I'll probably start with scout players on manual, and I'm sure I'll turn that to auto. I think I would always turn it to auto in this game. And now, was this the game where 3-4 Storm was the great move? We're going to find out. Look at this team, dude. We'll go over it. Nate Solder, they rated him decently well. He was nowhere near this good with the Giants. Also, what is the lighting on all of these players? It looks like, I don't even know. It looks like they're under the hottest heat lamp of all time. Will Hernandez, of course, rookie this year, as was Saquon. Saquon was an 88 overall rookie. I mean, I guess it is the end of the year, but still, that's quite high. Superstar Dev. And he was amazing his rookie year, keep in mind. He was amazing. Injuries have obviously slowed him down. But look at this offensive line. Nate Solder, Will Hernandez, Spencer Pulley, Jamon Brown, Chad Wheeler. Bad group. Evan Ingram, somebody will probably want to build around in-game. Listen, I know it didn't really work out for the Giants and Evan Ingram, but he's rated pretty well in this. Like, I want to build around Odell. I want to build around Saquon Barkley, Russell Shepard, Sterling Shepard, Cody Latimer, Corey Coleman, and Benny Fowler. Look at that receiving core. I mean, this is a bad team. John Greco's in here, Rhett Ellison, Scott Simonson. And then, of course, we have Eli, Alex Tanney, and the original Vanilla Vic, Kyle Lauletta. So Wayne Gallman, Elijah Penny. And then defensively, it's even worse than the offense. Oh, my God. The linebackers never got better. Alec Ogletree, B.J. Goodson, Lorenzo Carter, Kareem Martin, Connor Barwin is on the Giants. That's right. Olivier Vernon. Oh, it's a bad group. Oh, no. Curtis Riley and Michael Thomas. Curtis Riley was a starting safety for a while. Bad player. Sorry, Michael Thomas was a good special teamer. B.W. Webb, Janoris Jenkins, Tony Lippett. Yep. Oh, no. And Grant Haley. Oh, no. The D-line consists of B.J. Hill, Dalvin Tomlinson. The Giants wouldn't hold on to either of these guys despite being pretty young and pretty good. Josh Morrow, Mario Edwards Jr., John Jenkins, and this is RJ McIntosh, not Rocky, right? Yeah, RJ. And Kerry Wynn. That's like the whole team. It's a bad group. Riley Dixon, Aldrich Rosas, Mr. DUI. Corey Coleman is here. Zach Diassi. It's a bad group. All right, we got our work cut out for us. Okay, Landon Collins was also here. That's right. I knew that Michael Thomas was not a starting safety for this team. Landon Collins. Now, I think the Giants did make the right move with letting him go in real life. And I also have to remember that overall scale a little bit differently in this game. Do I want to keep Landon Collins? I think I do. And we should have the money because I'm going to get rid of a lot of these guys. Avery Moss, I do remember. A lot of these other guys, I don't, though. Now, this offer for Landon Collins really isn't that much money. I'll give him a 6-year deal. Welcome back, Landon Collins. Dude, he had a near Defensive Player of the Year caliber season and then just kind of fell off a cliff. In 2016, as a second-year player, Landon Collins finished 3rd in the Defensive Player of the Year, was an all-pro first-team safety, and of course was a Pro Bowler. If only he could have kept that going. We're going to bring him back. Honestly, should be a higher overall, and you guys are going to be shocked by this, but I don't really want any other player in here. I don't exactly remember how rebuilds worked on this game, so we're going to have to figure it out as we go. Who's going to be a free agent? Marvin Jones would end up on the Jaguars. Jay Ajayi. Do you remember that? Do you remember him? Probably do. Dolphins and Eagles. Is from London, I believe, or from England. It's a fun fact about him. We don't need him. Golden Tate, the Giants would go after. I'm going to go ahead and pass on that. Tell me that I'm a crazy person, but I'm not really interested in a 31-year-old receiver and paying him $10 million a year. Oh, dude. Dave Gettleman. I mean, what are you going to do? I would give Jason Verrett a contract, though. It's 2 years. If he could stay healthy, he'd be great. And he was a great player when healthy. The Dolphins are giving him so much money, though. I don't know that... Oh, Sam Beal I just saw. He was a supplemental draft pick by the Giants. Barely ever played, was never healthy out of Western Michigan. I don't want to give Jason Verrett too much, but it is only 2 years, and we're not going to be paying anybody else. He'll probably just go to the Dolphins there if I had to bet. Ronald Darby's here. They're getting some contract offers. Okay. Darby, though, I would pay because he's 25. And this actually is not that expensive. Like, in the newer Maddens, this cap hit would be crazy high in comparison. But it's only about $6 million. Can I outbid Washington for him? I also have not seen the draft class, so I might be making a mistake here. But do I really want Ronald Darby, or do I just want to wait a free agency and see what happens? That might be better. I'm going to withdraw on Verrett. We'll keep the offer for Ronald Darby. I will take down the money a little bit, because I don't really want to pay all that, but it's not much. It really is not a big contract at all, especially if he develops, but I don't remember if guys really develop in this. House money. We got Ronald Darby, by the way, and we got Will Lutz. So that's pretty good. We're going to auto-generate rookies, of course, and we have the 6th overall pick. Yep, Giants would use that on Daniel Jones. Pretty sweet, and the reason they got another first-rounder was the Odell trade, and I don't want to do that. Top guy is a quarterback, Bennett Bernard, and we can see the talent back in the day. He's an early first-round guy. This would probably be somebody worth trading up for. Not the best athlete, but the top skills are, of course, quite good, I would say. There are a lot of early first-round quarterbacks, and I think back in the day, early first-round meant 1 to 9, if I recall. So I'm going to add all 3 of these quarterbacks to my board. None of them are particularly great athletes, but they're worth considering. Don't really want a running back. Now, Will Chandler is an early first-round tight end. I don't really need that, but it's worth considering. I don't remember tackles being worth drafting. They really haven't been. 42 reps is second. Hold on a second. I think this was a game where you could just take really strong offensive linemen, and they would just be good somehow. I think combine grade is key here. A lot of first-round centers. It's just not realistic, as you guys probably know. Don't really see too many centers go high in the draft. These guys are decent, at least. I will say, I don't think this class is that good. Now, I could be wrong, but just from looking at it, it doesn't look great. Like, even some of these guys, like Mike Blackwell is an early first-rounder, and this just could be how they are in this game. But his zone coverage is likely going to be terrible. He's good in man, press is good, he's a great athlete, but not really that great of a player overall. And I don't really see many good athletes, period. And the fact that Will Chandler is an early first-round player in this class leads me to believe that it just isn't great. So I'm keying in on quarterback overall, probably trading up and then just seeing what's available. And Bennett Bernard, I would say I am probably the most interested in. He's got great accuracy already, like significantly better than these other 2 quarterbacks. And he's got a pretty good arm. But again, I don't think it's a great QB class either. Okay, here we are in the draft. Now, do the Cardinals have a quarterback? And my second question is, even if they do, does that even matter? Would they still take a QB anyway? They have Teddy Bridgewater and Josh Rosen at this moment, so that's right. Kyler Murray was the first pick in this draft, so they might take a QB. Now, what would it cost to get the first overall pick? Do they have any interest? They have interest in BJ Goodson and Alec Ogletree. Oh, this game is broken. This game is absolutely broken. I could do literally anything I want on this game. Alec Ogletree and BJ Goodson gets me this close to the #1 overall pick. Now, I'm not going to cheese it quite that hard, but I'm still going to cheat it, right? You can have Alec Ogletree a first and Nate Solder. Have fun. Oh, man. I could have done anything I wanted on this game. I'm sure I did. I'm sure it's a little bit less realistic than I am now. We're going to take Bennett Bernard out of Miami. I don't know that he's going to be the best quarterback, but he's 21, which I like. You know, you like the younger guy because you can develop him, but Will Sholey is also 21. Todd Sauter is 24. But, yeah, I'm more confident in Bernard overall, so we're going to take him. Hopefully he's got a great development trait. Remember, no Superstar X Factor at this time, so Superstar is quite good. Ranked number 24 in the class. We drafted him at 1. Is that accurate? It said he's an early first-round talent. I don't believe that. He is a Superstar. So, I would say overall that is pretty excellent. That dev trait is the best you can get. 90 throw power, 80 deep, 83 medium, 90 short accuracy. He is not fast, but can throw pretty well, and that's what we need. Bennett Bernard. I love the alliteration. This is the future. Wearing Rhett Bomar's number 5, if I recall. You guys know Rhett Bomar. Why would you? Okay, I just saw an 80 overall player go. I think overalls, and the quarterbacks lasted. The quarterbacks are still here. Is this a thing that happened? Oh, I don't remember. It's been so long. So I guess it's reasonable that we may have drafted the 23rd or 27th ranked player, despite it saying a little bit higher. But I could see it now with some of these overalls. I think they are a lot higher. But I don't love the players. Oh, he skipped the combine? What's that? He said, hey, Roger Goodell, up yours. Hook 'em horns. Late second rounder. Do I take Mitchell Dock? I was honestly planning on just trading this pick back, but I'm going to take him. He's ranked number 17. We took him at 37. Is it bugged? Is it just saying the wrong thing? I felt like it used to just tell us. Does have quick development, so that is equal to star in the current game. Because there is slow in this game, I believe, right? I think it was slow, normal, quick, superstar. So is this superstar dev actually? It might be. If there is slow, he is slow, but does have good catching, good route running. Like him. What can I get for trading back? I gotta remember, this is 2020. I can get a 3rd round pick next year. What type of player can I get? Probably a good one. How close does a 3rd get me to Khalil Mack? Okay, not close. That's reasonable. Where's Roquan Smith? Does that get me Roquan? Okay, again, that's fair. Trading a 3rd round pick this year, a 4th round pick next year, and a 3rd round pick. Okay. A 3rd and a 4th this year, a 3rd next year, for a 2nd next year from the Cardinals, who I hope are going to be really bad again. That's my thought process there. I'm going to let the CPU handle the rest of the draft. I kind of just need to see the overalls in the draft class to get a better sense of whether some of these picks are good or bad. So we're just going to have to wait and see. Henry Dillon is a 72 overall center with quick development. He looks okay. That's pretty good value. Normal. Now, is there slow in this game? I can't remember if this was the last game it was in or not. So these are what the overalls look like. Mike Blackwell was an 81 with normal. Will Chandler is an 81 with quick. This is an 81 overall tight end. Okay. Clinton Fanene, I looked like. Definitely like the look of him. Looks great. 82 overall right tackle with quick dev. Cornelius Mathis has 82 overall quick dev. Looks okay. He's the highest overall player in the class. Man, ratings are interesting in this game. Quick. Darian Felton is an 81 overall safety. Wow, he looks really good. 90 speed, 86 zone coverage. I guess speed is a little bit different in this game because I want to say he ran like a 4.6. Maybe that's somebody else. Mac Gator, 85 speed. Those Rams unis look nice. A lot better than what they have now, in my opinion. Abraham Pope is an 80 overall corner. So it seems like if you draft an 80 overall, you're doing pretty well. Okay, that's good to know. Now, Todd Souter is a higher overall than the guy we drafted, but only has quick compared to Superstar Dev, has a bigger arm but less accuracy, is slower. So that's the other quarterback. But yeah, it seems like about 80 overall, you're doing real well. So 79 with quick, I would say, is quite good. Morgan Berry, the quarterback. So something's going on with the lower left. Maybe early first is just... I'm not even sure what that would be. Will Shirley. We definitely got the best QB because... even though he's not the highest overall of the bunch, he is the highest dev trait we've seen. Okay, but it seems like we're shooting for about 80 overall. And it's nice to not be disconnected in the middle of simulating. Okay, so this is the team. I invested in my QB of the future. I think it was definitely the right move. Superstar Dev just doesn't have the strongest arm ever. He looks kind of like right-handed Tua. Is he even right-handed? He is right-handed. And Miami. Not that Tua went to Miami, but that's where he plays now. Odell Superstar Dev, of course. Only 26 years old. Looking unbelievable. I feel like people forget just how good Odell was. He was unbelievably good in his first few years. So good. Also, you would know the dev trait of the players when you drafted them at the time. I think I'm going to go all in a strong arm on Bennett Bernard and just try to develop that cannon, but I don't know if he has that in him. There's +1 throw power, like that. Man, is his head big. We got Dalvin Tomlinson with the face scan. That's nice. But I just wanted to see like what this team would do year one, or official year one of the rebuild, because you know I'm kind of going in blind, haven't played the game in actual years, so I just want to see how everybody performs, and then you know see what we're doing. We're 4-3 at the midseason mark. I wouldn't say that that's bad at all. Sterling Shepard, I'm looking to trade, although I don't think I can trade him because back then it would simulate you past the trade deadline by a week, which is brain dead. So if I want to keep Sterling Shepard, I would give him a 1-year deal. I don't want to franchise tag him. We have money, so I can give him a 1-year deal. Looking to trade him, he hates it. I hate you, Eli here. We just have to let a lot of these guys walk. I think that's probably the best move. We'll go to the playoffs. Oh, I have Coach XP too. That was a thing. Oh yeah, player progression. Yeah, let's get increased player weekly goal XP. I think that would always be the go-to. And then, I mean, of course, we're going to end up getting quarterback training boost. It's kind of a no-doubter. We lost week 17, 56-28. We finished 8-7-1. So that definitely ended up making us miss the playoffs. But Bennett Bernard threw for 4,627 yards. And keep in mind, this is only 16 games. 31 touchdowns to 10 picks. At the time, these would all be rookie records. Is passing. I think Andrew Luck was 4,400. So these would all be rookie records, I believe. Saquon, about 1,200 yards, 11 touchdowns, over 4 per carry. Odell, over 1,200 yards, 12 touchdowns. Sterling Shepard, nearly 1,300 yards and 12 touchdowns. I say 12 for Odell. I meant 10. Also, Sterling Shepard won Receiver of the Year, made the Pro Bowl, and got Star Dev. So it went normal, quick, star, superstar. That's where we are. I know that now. So I probably want to keep Sterling Shepard now. My man Mitchell was okay. So quick is star. I thought quick was superstar. Quick is star. BJ Goodson had 133 tackles, 8 for loss. Got quick dev, 3.5 sacks. Like, that's a great year. We got no pressure. This defense sucked. Ronald Darby had 3 picks. The interception meter or generator in Sim, way better than it is now. Like, okay, well, Alex Anzalone was 6 picks at the top. It's not really a great representation of that. Third best offense, 15th best defense in terms of yards. Points per game was the Steelers' offense. Okay. And defensively, the Chiefs had 56 sacks, but it was the Rams who allowed the fewest points in the league. Trying to figure out what I want to do for offensive and defensive playbook and scheme. Deshaun Watson, NFL MVP with the Texans. Yikes. Guess it takes a video game to get a happy ending. We'll go to the off season. Man, it simulates so quickly. And Sterling Shepard is now worth re-signing at a little bit more money. So I would give him a 3-year deal. I would amp up the money. He's not interested in signing. I'm not interested in caring. You're getting franchise tag. It was only $13.9 million per year at the time to franchise tag a receiver. It's like 20 now. I don't want BJ Goodson. Eli Manning, 69 overall. Nice. Little throwback for you. Now that we have a better idea of how the overall works, who do we want? Look at Xavier Howard before he broke out. Zadarius Smith kind of before he broke out. Drew Brees is here. Saints trying to bring him back. David Onyemata. James Bradbury would become a Giant. I don't have a right tackle. Okay, Darrell Williams. Could be important to sign him. And look how cheap it is. Isn't that insane? Cap hit would be under 5 per year. Or at least this year. Okay, Kenny Moore is here. That feels like a pretty good player to sign. Now one of the league's best slot corners. But we got to remember, that's not this Kenny Moore. But nobody's going after him. If we can steal him, I'm going to try and do that. And it's still like a reasonable contract. Pierre Desir. Forgot about him. Sean Lee. Vernon Hargraves. He was on the board, though, you got to admit. And the Giants took Eli Apple instead. There he is. Man, he's garbage. Both ended up not being very good. Although I still feel like Vernon Hargraves wasn't set up in a position to succeed. But we'll go after Locke Edwards here. Oh, hold on. Marquette King is here? Marquette King just like randomly out of the league. Kind of crazy to me. Because he was really good and then just wasn't even in the NFL anymore. And wanted to be, just wasn't. We got Kenny Moore, we got Darrell Williams, so right tackle has been upgraded. We have a left guard, centers, whatever. I do need a tackle still. Avion Harrison's not going to get it done. This make-believe player. Also, look at Bennett Bernard. 84 overall already. Throw power's up to a 92. Yeah, he's going to be a beast. Won Offensive Rookie of the Year. Made the Pro Bowl. Did he win the MVP? It would have said, so I'm going to say no. Odell probably was a Pro Bowler, though, right? Yep, made his 3rd Pro Bowl. Am I saying the word bowl weird? Maybe I was before. Was Landon Collins a Pro Bowler? Nope. NFL draft time. We will pick at number 18. Cardinals once again have the 1st overall pick. We should have tried to get there first. But let me see the board. Let me see if I want to trade up or not. A Texas speed rusher. Hook'em Horns. TJ Elams. Maybe. I thought this said Jesus Magnum at first. It says Jesus Mangum. Or Jesus. The big problem is I don't know what a good draft prospect looks like in this game. I really have no idea. They all kind of look bad to me. But I think in this game, the ratings aren't compared to the rest of the class. It's compared to the rest of the NFL. Am I right about that? Maybe. All right, let's see how these first few picks go, and then we can make a decision. Middle linebacker goes 1st overall. That's interesting. There goes TJ Elam, so he's a 79 overall. Alan Nicholas is an 84 overall defensive tackle. That's pretty good. I think I'm going to trade up for this offensive tackle, Aaron Powell. Looks very good. Okay, giving the 49ers a 1st-round pick and Olivier Vernon. He's just getting paid too much, and he's not really worth that to me. So I figured we would go ahead and package him and move up. Turns out very, very, very difficult to move up with picks only. So had to throw in a player. Thaddeus Austin also looks good. I'll tell you what, I'd love to be able to get both of those guys, but I moved up for Aaron Powell. That's exactly what I'm going to take. He is an 80 overall. Apparently, it's a big reach. He's ranked number 6. We took him at number 4. I'll take an 80 overall. We know that that's pretty good now. Does have quick dev on the offensive line, and his ratings look great. 86 pass block, 83 run block, 91 strength. Like that a lot. There goes an 81 overall left guard. There goes Thaddeus Austin, 82 overall right tackle, so I was right to like him. It's a lot of 80 overall players. We're very close to it here. Tate Farquhar. Jason House looks okay. Another 80 overall corner. Another 80 overall corner. All right, round 2. So it seems like quarterbacks really stay on the board for some reason. Trey Easton looks good. I surely cannot take him, right? Now, the only reason I would is for trade value. Do I want to take Banks Cosby? I don't know about that. You know what? I just think he's the best player. I'm going to take the quarterback, and I might look to move him. A+ throw power with good accuracy. He's a 79 overall with star dev, ranked number 16. This is a classic Madden Rebuild Bengal move, is to take the best player available and trade him. There's no quarterback controversy, obviously, but this is just going to make the team better when I can trade him, hopefully. Now, if that doesn't work out, yeah, a little bit of a wasted pick for sure. I can't take another QB here. I'm going to go, I need a starter at free safety. Gilbert Sullivan definitely looks slow, but other than that, I like him. He's old, though. He's not great, 74 overall. He's slow as the day is long, I'll tell you that. Should have probably tried to trade that pick with nobody on the board I really wanted. So Trey Easton is a 79. We know all that. Jabis Milburn. Will Kostick, we got Kostak. I can't read right now. Okay, so this defensive tackle is an 84 overall. Alan Nicholas does only have quick, which is good, but we know it's not amazing. Thaddeus Austin also has quick. What does Powell have? Quick. All right, quick's okay. It's just that quick seems to be, and Heath Holcomb as star would have been a good pick, but I didn't really need a guard. It wasn't prioritizing guard. Seems like a lot of guys have quick in this range, which is nice. A couple of guards with star, though. Ooh, this corner has superstar, though. Only 71 zone coverage, but is good otherwise. Shakir Hearns I looked at. Also slow. Banks Cosby we nearly drafted, but we just didn't need him. But looks really good, of course. So we still have work to do, of course. I'm going to move Harrison over to right guard. Seems like a good fit for him. He goes +1 in overall. We saw that in the depth chart when he was at left guard. Right there. So we know he's a 70. So that's an upgrade to the offensive line overall. The offense looks pretty good. Is this Keith Kirkwood? How do I know these guys? Jabis. I'm going to call him Jabis. Jab yes doesn't sound like a name. So Jabis Milburn will start. It looks like an awful team, but we've kind of focused on the defense or the offense first. We're an 87 overall offense. Defense is horrific, but the corners are good. The linebackers are so bad. I did change the scheme to a base 3-4, and I want to know if I can get anything for this quarterback, like Khalil Mack, for example. There's something there. I might hold on to Easton until the draft. I'm going to simulate to the midseason mark, or at least just about. It simulates very quickly, so I can always stop it and make a trade. But I don't think I'm going to make a trade at the midseason mark. I think we're going to be good. And when I say good, I don't mean record, by the way. We're 3-3. But I meant good on trades. It's Sterling Shepard again. Dalvin Tomlinson, Evan Ingram. Janoris Jenkins I can actually trade. I stopped it just before the trade deadline. So Janoris Jenkins could be on the move. This is before the Bills really got a good Josh Allen. You got to remember, he was not good. This is so dumb. Janoris Jenkins and Vanilla Vic, Kyle Lauletta headed to the Buffalo Bills. We get a first-round pick in return. Now, it's not projected to be a high first-round pick, but I recognize how ridiculous of a trade that is. And I don't even lose the QB I drafted with plans to trade. Give me more throw power on Bennett Bernard. Give me +1 throw power. All right, we get throw accuracy deep at least. Sterling Shepard, 5 years, 50 mil. It works for me because he's now developing into being one of the best receivers in the league. Dalvin Tomlinson, I also want to extend. He is back. Evan Ingram, I also want to extend. Yeah, only normal dev, but 85 overall tight end at only 25 years old. Very good to me. Once again, did not make the playoffs. Went 8-8. The Cowboys at 14-2. And Giants offensive coordinator, Jason Garrett, is your coach of the year. Now, this time, Bennett Bernard took a bit of a step back, but the defense was better. I mean, similar year, all things considered. Not a bad year at all. He's up to an 88 overall as well. Starting to look very, very good. Rushing, Saquon was even better this year in terms of yards per carry, over 1,200 yards. Odell, the lone receiver, over 1,000 yards on the team. We paid Sterling Shepard, and he was not as good, but Mitchell Dock was. All right. Not too bad of a year there. Defensively, Jabis Milburn, I have no idea how to say that. What do they expect me to say for that? I don't know. But he had 98 tackles, 2 for loss, 1.5 sacks. Kareem Martin had 13 tackles for loss. We need to invest in edge help. It's such a bad group overall. Sam Beal had 3 picks. The rookie Gilbert Sullivan snagged a couple as well. Todd Gurley won MVP. Okay. Sam Darnold was in there. Of course. AFC Offensive Player of the Year, Le'Veon Bell. Defensive Player of the Year, Von Miller. Defensive Player of the Year, of course, Aaron Donald. Look at this. Matt Gator in there. And Todd Gurley. Rams cleaning up. And we're going to get quarterback training boost. I know he's already good, but why not make him one of the best QBs in the league to hopefully drag my roster to the Super Bowl? The offense has been pretty good. The defense took a step up. We need edge help badly. Steelers beat the Rams in Super Bowl 55. And we'll pass on Wayne Gallman and company. Free agency, we have 85 mil. We got to get better. Don't need a running back. Oh my God, it's Andre Hall. I forgot about him. What happened to him? He was good with the Texans. Something injury, of course, but I remember it being weird. Hodgkin's lymphoma. Yeah, man. Cancer remission on September 26th of 2018. But yeah, that's rough, dude. Retired in 2019. Cancer sucks, man. You guys all know that, but that is brutal. Isn't it funny that Trent Williams is an 86 overall at 33, when a few years later he would be like a 99 overall, best left tackle in the league? I think I'm going to sign Xavier Woods, though. He's only 26. He's a big-time upgrade at free safety, and I'll give him some money. He's an 87 overall, and the big part about me getting him over a guy like Andre Hall is he's a lot younger, and I think will give us a lot more value long-term, which is what you got to look for in a rebuild. Chidobe Awuzie, tempting. Dolphins are going to pay him too much. David Njoku. Sidney Jones could be all right. Except we know you can draft 80 overall corners in the draft, and it's not that hard. Just the top guys. So, Adrian Colbert, kind of forgot about him. I think he actually was on the Giants for a second, and I really do mean that. I'm not downplaying it. On September 6, 2020, Colbert was claimed off waivers by the Giants. He was placed in IR on November 3rd of that same year. On December 19th, he was activated off IR. And then in May, he signed with the Patriots. He made 2 starts with the Giants in 2020. Played in 6 games total. Pretty sweet. J.C. Jackson before he got good. Only normal dev. How times have changed. Even Mitchell Schwartz, man, in a couple of years from this, he'd be one of the best tackles in the whole league. Kenneth Dixon from Louisiana Tech. I forgot about Kenneth Dixon. Orleans Darkwa, Giants legend. Obi Melifonwu, Texas legend Poona Ford. Trey Hendrickson before he got good. We got Orleans Darkwa, Xavier Woods, Poona Ford, and Jared Davis. So some of these guys are just kind of like stopgap players. We got to have somebody play there. That is Jared Davis. I'm looking for a big rush linebacker. Bringing in Poona Ford was to get me another fit for my 3-4. So the defense is starting to look a little bit better. Linebacker, still just a very big issue, but the secondary, pretty solid. Ronald Darby, Kenny Moore. Like, it isn't great. It's still a need, I would say, but it isn't terrible. It could be worse. We'll go to the draft. Vikings with the number 1 overall pick. Cardinals still up at the top there. And this could be a situation where I look to move that corner I drafted. I'm still looking at safeties because those guys can move around, and you guys know I love a good safety. Russell Griggs is interesting. AJ Wedderburn from Texas. Hook 'em horns. Interesting. Carol Swanson ran 4.24. Sign me up. Alabama corner. I mean, Marlon Humphrey worked out, right? That's all. As they say, scout the helmet, not the player. Pearson Solomon I like too. From the U, the fastest middle linebacker at 4.65. How the league has changed. Here we go. Daniel Monk from A&M. A+ hit power, B power moves. We might end up taking a lot of picks in this draft. We got some Eduardo Gato. Eduardo Gato. All right. Longheims. All right. DeJuan Fiametta. They got some names here. I thought this dude's last name was Masseuse for a second. I'm like, damn, he would be a good fit for the Texans. Also, I mean, are there enough first-round quarterbacks here? Holy cow. And why is the CPU still scouting quarterbacks? We don't need that position at all. Although Tyree Carlson looks very, 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 very good. Athlete, amazing top skills. That should be the top pick in the draft, probably. He's gonna be into the 80s, I would say, for sure. Oh, Carol Swanson, I forgot about him. He's an 82 overall. I think he went earlier than he was supposed to. Damn. That would have been a good player to draft. Next player I'm looking at is Pearson Solomon. I'm also really interested to see, and we're seeing some decent overalls here. I'm really interested to see what that quarterback's going to be. I mean, we're seeing some 80 overall defensive players at positions of need for me. I'm seeing so many 80 plus. It's like I got to get it into my head that that's kind of like closer to the norm than what I'm expecting or what I'm used to. This QB is still going to be on the board. I have back-to-back picks, by the way. There's LaMarcus Bishop. We're just a couple picks away. One pick away. And there goes Pearson Solomon. We had to get one pick. Okay, here's the thing. I needed to take that guy. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take another quarterback. I know it seems crazy. This one is amazing. And I have 2 first-round picks. He's an 81 overall with superstar development. Ranked number 3 in the class, particularly with 17. Listen, I know I just took a quarterback, and this is a first-rounder. This one was a can't miss. And he has superstar dev. This guy could start, like, realistically. And I'm, honestly, I know it's going to seem crazy, I'm tempted to do it. Jimmy Savage would be an upgrade on the offensive line, I think for sure. And then we could trade up for the outside linebacker, Daniel Monk. I would say other than missing, I mean, the corner would have been nice, the middle linebacker I wanted. So other than missing the middle linebacker, this draft is going really, really well. So I think the move is to take the center. Could always move him to guard. 80 overall, number 7 in the class, took him at 18. Does have quick dev. Is 24, though. And is fast. That's going to be a guard probably for me, but maybe could start at center if I want to. And then I'm going to trade up for that outside linebacker. And as long as we get him, I would say the draft is going perfectly. Chargers need a quarterback. Well, you're in luck because I have one. Trey Easton. Can I get multiple first rounders out of you? I might be able to swing something here. I definitely can. Boom. Easton. Quarterback we drafted last year. A 3 and a 4 for a 1 this year, number 21, which is this pick. And a 1 next year from the Chargers. No Justin Herbert, by the way. So don't have to worry about them. And we're taking this outside linebacker that I liked a lot. Daniel Monk out of Texas A&M. Should be a scheme fit. Only 21 years old. Amazing hit power. Good power moves. Good athlete. Welcome to the team. 79 overall. Ranked number 13 in the draft. Took him at 21. Looks like Alex Espinoza from Giants franchise. Does have quick dev. 96 hit power. 83 power moves with 82 speed. Coverage really isn't too bad. He is the perfect 3-4 outside linebacker. Now, he's only 226 pounds. It's a little light for a rush linebacker, which is interesting. Sean Maryland. What a name. Look at all these QBs still here. I think we might made the right move, though, taking the QB. Also, Dre Lippett is still available. This is my guy. Welcome to the team. Only 75 overall normal dev. Bit of a reach. Ranked 61st. We took him at 50. But good speed, tackling, block shedding. Where's he bad? Good power moves and finesse moves, too. Why is he only a 75? I think that's actually pretty good. You know, it's funny. I'm sure this game got really old at the time. But going back and playing it, I'm actually having a pretty decent time. I really am. I would say we did really well in the draft. Of course, we did take that quarterback. But guys, superstar Dev QB. I'm really considering drafting him. Well, okay, I'm not considering drafting him. I'm considering starting him. It's not like it's gonna happen, but I'm considering it. Texas is DBU. You know, it's funny. I said that in the draft only rebuild, and then later I said, you know, it's probably LSU right now or Ohio State. It's kind of being facetious, and of course the whole comments like, well, you think Texas is DBU? What year is it? Some people don't even know how good Texas used to be, but it's a distant memory now. Solomon has quick dev. Looks really good, I would say. Can I trade for you? Probably not. Also, I explained in the beginning of the video that when you use the real-life rosters and start at Super Bowl week, the draft class is the same every time. I said that in the video, and of course, everyone's like, but Bengal, I've had the same draft class. That's weird. It isn't weird. I told you how it happens. Also, so I know you probably think I'm crazy thinking about potentially making a move at QB, but he's plus 10 speed. Okay. Awareness is a big boost. Carlson already has better throw power. Throw accuracy short and medium are somewhat comparable. Deep accuracy's way in favor of Bernard. Throw under pressure, Carlson already beats him out. Already has higher break sack. Like, am I going to go with Bernard because he's a higher overall? Or he does have ideal sense of pressure and ideal forcing passes and throwaway. I think that ends up being super important in simulation. Whereas Tyree Carlson has trigger-happy sense of pressure, which could be bad. I'm going to keep both for now. But Carlson could end up being really, really good. Might offer us a slightly higher ceiling than Bennett Bernard. And he's younger. So could Carlson get up to that 88 overall in 2 years? It is possible if he were to start. So it's just something to consider. I figure we throw it out there. I'm not going to do it, but it is possible. Now, Jimmy Savage, I think, should start at right guard. He's 24 already, which is kind of annoying. He's way more suited to play guard than the other guy we have at center. So, Jimmy Savage, hook 'em horns, going to play right guard. And he's an 81 overall there, so not too bad. BJ Hill, Puna Ford at right end is not great. Left outside linebacker is Daniel Monk, but I'll probably move Lorenzo Carter to right outside linebacker. Now they are both scheme fits. What's the scheme fit at middle linebacker? Field general. Lippett is coverage. He's run stopper. I thought he had pretty good coverage, though. 71, I guess that is pretty good. So he would probably be a slightly higher overall at outside linebacker, but I don't really want to play him there. I'm good with him. He's actually going to start over Jared Davis, probably. Team is starting to look pretty good. I guess I'm in a 3-4. They're both going to start. That's right. Specialist, we're going to have... The rush ends can't be this, probably. I mean, Kustok at rush right end? That seems not good. Does have quick dev. 86 power moves? All right, excuse me. Will Kustok can play rush right end. Monk is going to be rush left end. This guy is going to be a monster. You can just tell. He's going to be a monster. Milburn. I want Lippett playing. Sullivan at slot corner. Okay, I guess. And then maybe I'll try... I mean, was slot receiver the meta here? I just don't remember. We'll find out. I'll simulate to the midseason mark. I don't intend on making any trades, but I'll still probably stop at a week shy just to be safe. Nope, I didn't. We're 2-5, by the way, which is not good at all. I remember this being a problem in this game. 2-5. Just not good, you know. Saquon's going to be a free agent. Will Hernandez, BJ Hill, Lorenzo Carter. So not really that many people to worry about here. I would say Carter I'm not super interested in. BJ Hill I probably would like to re-sign. He's just not amazing, but he's decent. He is back. Will Hernandez definitely. Just a solid offensive lineman in the game at 25 years old. We'll work with that, and then obviously Saquon's going to be back. Again, this really isn't too bad, so welcome back, Saquon. No playoffs again, of course. 7-9. We just can't get out of this 7-9 stretch. Might have to go like Cowboys playbook or something. It seems to be pretty effective because our offense is into the 90s now. 93 offense. We're just not really getting the results yet, unfortunately. 8th best offense. 32nd best defense. Wow. How do we take such a step back defensively? We were literally the worst defense in the league. I remember Brown's playbook was very good this year as well. I might go Cowboys or Browns. Maybe double Browns. Double Browns the move, maybe? I mean, what do you do with this season? It's not bad. It's just conservative. Over 4,000 yards passing, 26 touchdowns, but only 4 picks. Saquon rushed for 1,300 yards, scored 12 touchdowns. Orleans Darkwa had 11 touchdowns. Okay. No receivers over 1,000 yards. Mitchell Dock came fairly close to 10 touchdowns. Odell still looks great, but he's got it. Oh, he had 11 touchdowns. Good season from a couple of these guys, but nothing special. Dre Lippett had a great rookie year. 119 tackles, 9 for loss, 3.5 sacks, 2 picks. Did he get up to Quick? He did. Defensive Rookie of the Year and made the Pro Bowl. So we'll take Quick Dev. Not that bad of a pick now. Looking like it. Wow, we're getting no sack production at all. None. Daniel Monk barely got better. Yeah, we might go 4-3 here. I think that's probably the best move. So change the defense to a 4-3. It's not exactly right with Lorenzo Carter at outside linebacker. But I don't know. The D-line is still weird. BJ Hill is not exactly a great fit at left end still. Like, he's good, but he's not great. Cowboys beat the Chargers in the Super Bowl. Man, Cowboys made it, or Chargers made it to the Super Bowl. I think we have their pick. Pretty sure. You know, I might actually go with Cowboys offense / defense. Like, Dak isn't doing anything special, but Zeke could be, you know, our Saquon. Or Saquon could be Zeke based on this. Like, we don't need the best offense of all time. I just want wins. Myles Garrett, 21.5. I don't know. Like, this defense is interesting. Demarius Randall, kind of forgot about him. Nick Chubb, fairly productive. Baker, Brown's offense, maybe. Lorenzo Carter, we can let walk. Not really interested in anybody. So, Justin Reed is here. He's really good. I want him. We don't need him. So, I'll probably have to pass there. But it is quite tempting. Because he's better than Xavier Woods and younger. But Daron Payne is here. Luke Kuechly is here. I'd like at least one of those guys. Kuechly probably on a 3-year deal. The deals you can get in free agency are crazy. That's the best offer I'll make. Rashaan Evans. We got Luke Kuechly. Daron Payne and Rashaan Evans rejected. But Luke Kuechly was the biggest piece that we needed. So I'm not really even too mad about that. And then I think we're just going to move Lippett to left outside linebacker. And our defense is looking, I don't know if I want to say solidified, but it's looking pretty good. It's definitely looking better. The addition of Luke Kuechly cannot be understated. Like, that is a huge get for the team. I'm still looking for an elite pass rusher. Another corner would be nice. Have to see what's in the draft. See, this is an interesting player. I'm reading slot corner all over this guy. Ran 4.37, B- man coverage. That's a safety that I would draft to play corner, probably. I'm not even going to tell you anything about Aluzi's Treywick. 4.26 for Taylor Strong, though. Another Miami player. Zone coverage is pretty bad, but looks good other than that. Patreon Beck. Subscribe to my Patreon. So I pick at 11 and 31. Patreon Beck. Strong, Cobb, all supposed to go within the top 5. Tremaine Benson within the top 10. If I want one of those guys, I am going to have to move up. And move up in a big way. Because the players I want will not be available later in the draft. Yeah, we got to move up a lot. So it's just a question of whether I want to move up for the corner or not. Bradley Humple. I'm not like in love with the corner. If he makes it to 3, maybe I'll make an interdivisional trade. See, guards going. Interesting. It's amazing. If you add picks, like number 11 and 43 is not even halfway to getting number 3. But if you had a player, it's like, then you can start to make something happen. I don't want to trade Tyree Carlson to Washington, but I'll give him Jabis Milburn and Orleans Darkwa. Listen, if there's no in between with the trades, it's either horrible or like, why isn't this even close? But now the question becomes, who do I even want? I want 2 of these guys. I want to trade up even more. If I give the Bucks this pick, they'll take the corner. So I'm not sure I can do that. Do I want the corner? Or do I want a defensive end and Tremaine Benson to play corner? Ran 4.37. Strong ran 4.26. I think I'm going to pass on Benson. I think I'm going to take the corner and then move back up for one of the ends. Is it Ross Cobb? 6'7", 265, power rusher, early first-round guy. Or is it Patreon Beck? 6'4", 246, speed rusher. Depends what I want. But Taylor Strong is the first pick. He's an 83 overall, the number 1 ranked player in the draft. We took him at number 3. Has quick development. 98 speed, 84 man coverage, 82 press, 72 zone. He'll work out pretty nicely. Kenny Moore to the slot. I think he's already a higher overall than Kenny Moore as well. And there goes Martin Boykin. So we could move up to this Chiefs pick. I think I prefer Ross Cobb. Why is that? I don't even know. Maybe Beck's better. He's only 21. That's how I draft. I just look at the age and I go, that's a better player. Okay, it's taking everything. I'm trading a first next year. Number 31 this year. Number 43 this year to move up to number 5. And this is a tough decision between Ross Cobb and Patreon Beck. I'm going Patreon Beck. He's an 80 overall with quick development, 80 speed, 80 finesse moves. He's decent. The other players certainly could be better. Tremaine Benson was an 82, by the way. Pretty good. The other defensive end is still on the board. He is falling. He's available. Markel Rackley is also intriguing to me. If he's available at 14, there he goes, 81 overall. I almost traded up there. It just didn't quite work. I was close. Is that Markel Rackley? I think that was the other guy I was looking at. Yeah, it was. I was so close to moving the quarterback in order to move up, but I wanted 2 first-round picks from the Ravens, one this year, one next year, and it just wasn't quite going to get done, so I passed him up. That is probably a mistake on my part. Maybe it isn't, but certainly could be. Let's go Curtis Plummer. Sucks. But we did get 280 overall plus players. That isn't bad. It's just, did we miss out on a very, very good player? Parsons is also an 83. Ross Cobb is an 81 with star. Probably would have been the right move. Probably a slightly better pick than Patreon Beck. I like Patreon Beck. He does have more traits, and he is younger. So you got to take that overall with a grain of salt. But Ross Cobb does have star, while Patreon Beck only has quick. Tremaine Benson has quick dev. Does look very good. 80 zone, 80 man. Like, that'd be a sick corner. He's probably a higher overall at corner. Strong has quick. I want to see what Benson's overall would be at corner, and then I'm going to move him back because I ain't helping other teams. Oh, an 80. How is he only an 80 at corner? That doesn't make any sense to me. It's 80 man, 80 zone. Speed's good. Press, I guess, could be better. Play rec, awareness maybe. Probably just play rec and awareness. He looks like a corner to me still. I have high expectations for this season. The defense has really started to come along. Now, I know, why would I take Patreon Beck with BJ Hill? They're just not the same player. Frankly, BJ Hill's defensive tackle. I will move him back despite the scheme fit. And I think Beck will have a lot more success as a true pass rusher. So that's kind of my idea with that. So we are 4-2 at the midseason mark this time around. And is this our quarterback? Is this Bennett Bernard? He get downgraded? He go down to star dev? Hold on a second. He had superstar. Had to have. I mean, Odell's down to quick. Has that been a... It has to be going down. Tyree Carlson still has superstar. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. Was not ready for that. Because he was supposed to be my superstar dev quarterback. You know, ride or die, but we might die. Up to a 91 overall. This is the decision, though. Do I want to stick with him? Or do I want to go to the younger guy? I'm not going to decide right now. But I forgot about dev traits going down in this game. Bernard, I'm going to think about. Mitchell Doc. I've been calling him Doc. Like Mach. Mach 5, whatever. That'd be cool if you, like, single digit number, gave him number 5, called him Doc 5. It's not that cool. It's, like, reasonably cool. I'm going to bring back Henry Dillon. He's a fine center. Not great. And I don't know. What does Bennett Bernard want? 20 mil per year? It's less than he would ask for in real life, I'll tell you that. He'd be looking more like 40. Missed the playoffs again at 8-7. Seems like we can't do much better than that, unfortunately. Bennett Bernard did have a very good year. Over 4,000 yards, 37 TDs to 10 picks. Saquon was excellent. 67 yards, 5.7 per carry, 12 touchdowns. Probably needed the ball more. Odell with over 1,000 yards. Did have 9 touchdowns, 9 for Sterling Shepard as well. And defensively, Luke Kuechly, I mean, we had 4 guys with over 100 tackles. That's not good. Because it means you're not getting off the field. Daniel Monk did have double-digit sacks, but we are not getting pressure. So, kind of brutal. Not great. So once again, it was our defense holding us back. Our defense was terrible, but our offense was quite good. So clearly the defense in some capacity is just holding us back. And the Rams are at the top of the league every single season, but I had limited success in their defense. Might have to go Cowboys. Cowboys just seem to kill it. So it's decision time about Bennett Bernard. I mean, you'd think I'm crazy where I'm not sure if I want to keep, and he's down to quick now from star. Why is he getting downgraded? I don't think I want to keep him. I know that seems so crazy. It really does. Does Carlson have superstar? He still does, is the thing. He's not interested in signing. Again, I don't care. I'm going to franchise tag him. We'll have no money for free agency. The franchise tag is just to give me some more time to decide, right? Shepard is regressing. Regression is pretty hard in this game. Xavier Woods is up to superstar dev, though. I don't know how dev works in this game at all. But yeah, we're definitely going to make some type of a trade. I think it's going to be probably Sterling Shepard on the move, I would say. Odell has star again. I guess he went down to quick. I'm probably going to trade Sterling Shepard and the quarterback. So finding a team that can take on their salaries will be the most difficult part. The value on a top-tier quarterback is not as much as it should be in this game. Like, really not even close. Like, they don't want to trade Bernard, or they don't want to trade the number 6 overall pick for Bernard. That's crazy to me. Trading Sullivan, who was the free safety we drafted in year 1, moved him to strong safety, where he had more value to the Chiefs. Trading a third for number 18. I still have not moved this quarterback. I cannot figure out why his value is significantly lower than what I think I could get for Tyree Carlson. It might just be superstar dev is so valuable. It is kind of crazy to want to make the switch at quarterback. Am I really valuing a dev trait when the whole reason that you'd value the dev trait is to get them to be a higher overall? It's just that, like, Tyree Carlson's already quite good. He's faster with a stronger arm. Okay, trading Ronald Darby in a second for the number 3 pick. Listen, I don't know what this video is. at this point. I was looking to clear up some cap space, actually, which we should have. Okay, this is an interesting trade. I'm trading number 18 to move up to 10. I'm trading a 3rd round pick next year to swap my 92 overall quarterback for an 86 overall receiver. Listen, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, that's not a good trade, but I'm upgrading on Sterling Shepard with a 23-year-old receiver, receiving core back to good. Sterling Shepard I would like to trade away, and it's time for Tyree Carlson, superstar dev quarterback. He's only 23 years old, and the only thing that could bring him down is trigger-happy sense of pressure. The rest is quite good, and he's faster. He's got a bigger arm. He's similarly accurate as well. So I just think he's the better move. He's cheaper. I know it was a weird move to go away from the quarterback I drafted first. I don't disagree, but it's what we're doing. We have a little bit more money now. Matt Gator would be a very good addition to the team. How is his hit power so low? What do I need? I could use a backup running back. Shepard could help me acquire one of those. And defensively, I'm looking for a linebacker. D-line, I think, is fine overall. We got Beck there. I need a corner. I think that's it. Dude, Matt Gator rejected. Oh, you're such a dick. Eric Berry's here. Oh, here's a corner we could get. Getting Matt Gator would have been really, really big for the defense. Like, so big. Unfortunately, now we still have a hole at any of the linebacker spots, really. We got our quarterback. We got our running back. We have our receivers. Shepard going to get moved. Offensive line, I would say, is fine. It's just about the defense. The defense has been super disappointing. It's a 3rd corner, but linebacker is super important. I feel like we haven't seen like any amazing prospects, but as I say that, Franklin Bankston looks amazing. So that's going to change my draft strategy probably, because that's a player I want to acquire for sure. Reed Kudavides looks very solid as well, I would say. Zach Hicks, I would also say, looks very, very good. One of the better prospects we've seen in this draft. Oh, there he is. Antoine Tung. Man, this was a legendary year for names. Bennett Quanjo. Now, Quanjo I do know because of Cyrus and his brother Ari Quanjo. A couple of Alabama offensive linemen back in the day, which really not that long ago, like 2013, something like that. So Zach Hicks is actually the 2nd pick, or supposed to be, and then Bankston is 7th. Panthers go with the middle linebacker at number 1. Peculiar pick. I kind of want to make room for that other defensive end. I'm just having fun drafting, honestly. Now, I know if I do that, people will be upset with me because I'm ignoring needs to take the best players, but is that not what good teams do? You know what? I mean, it is what it is at this point. Like, we're not winning any games anyway. So, what I just might want to do is have a blast, take the best player available, rearrange the team a little bit. Trading Poona Ford, Plummer, Babe Ruth played with plumbers, so I don't know. There's nothing there. 2nd round pick next year for number 4. It's all over the place now. Now, I'm curious how the game will value the 2nd pick versus the 4th pick. I really don't know. Oh, I also have the 10th pick, too. Can I just trade the 10th pick? It's really not even close. Watch, this is going to be so bad. It's going to be Sterling Shepard, who is an 85 overall. One receiver of the year not too long ago. It's going to be a 4th and a 5th round pick. And we have number 2, 3, and 4 in the draft. I'm taking Zach Hicks first. He looks amazing. I got to know. 82 overall. He's the number 1 player in the draft, apparently, with quick development. Looks very good. Trading BJ Hill in the 3rd overall pick for Deion Jones, who is a 99 overall. It's an interesting move. There's Addison Pop, the quarterback. I'll take Franklin Bankston with this next pick. It's kind of a fun name to say, Franklin Bankston. Speed rusher, defensive tackle. Crazy good speed. B+ finesse moves. I'm nothing if not intrigued. But he doesn't end up being that great. But 86 finesse moves, dude. That's so good. I think the best thing to do with this other pick is to trade it for a player. It's just, what do I need? Is it just a third corner? I really think that's it. I'm seeing so many safeties that used to be corners or listed at corner. Minka Fitzpatrick, Desmond King, Buda Baker. Okay, making a big trade. It's 2 first-round picks, one this year, one next year. Jared Davis for a new center and a new corner, who's actually the new highest-rated corner on our team at 87 overall. I thought we needed an upgrade at that position, maybe, and I think that was a good call. Keith McMillan from LSU, only normal dev. He has 97 zone coverage, which is actually a scheme fit, so maybe it'll work out. Okay, draft recap. We got an 82 overall left end. It was an interesting draft. We mainly used the picks to get really good players. But we did get the best player in the draft, so there is that. It's going to be a big year for a quarterback. I like the offense. Still have Odell, but he's regressing. Regression's going crazy right now. But I would say the offense is good at 89. The defense is finally above the offense at 93 overall. I would say it looks pretty good. We have Beck and Hicks. Just depends who I want to do what. Looks like Hicks and Monk can be the rush ends. I might just go Hicks as starting left end. We'll have good depth. Kenny Moore in the nickel. We have Deion Jones and Luke Kuechly as our sub linebackers. Okay, I'm expecting big things here in 2023. It's been so refreshing not to disconnect in the middle of the offseason every time. We're 1-6. I don't know what to tell you, dude. I mean, our team's good. Where are we in relation to the Bills, who are an 88 or who are 5-2? They're 79 overall. What are we doing, dude? Cowboys are 5-1, of course. I am finally to Cowboys offense. I guess I thought I had changed that already, and I didn't. This is not going to be the final year, so it's, you know, no worry about that. But definitely frustrating how bad we are, despite being definitely a well above average team. We're underperforming terribly. Also, Taylor Strong, this is Miami corner, is down to star development. Again, I don't know how that works. I will say I'm definitely super tired of losing. That's kind of where I am on that. Odell, I will give an extension to. He's still good. Still need him. Aaron Powell, this is interesting. Still has quick development. You'll notice that in 3 years, he hasn't got better at all. Isn't that interesting? And he is back for a long-term deal. We actually don't really have too many free agents. Might bring back Will Lutz, though. Very inexpensive, which is what I'm looking for. And Will Kostock is back as well. Obviously, we missed the playoffs, but did we have a rally? We went 7-9. Okay, we're in the right playbooks. It's Dallas playbook. I know for a fact now, Dallas offense, Dallas defense, and maybe we'll stand a chance of winning games. That's the current thought process. We'll see how that goes. I'm hoping next season will be the final year. Tyree Carlson had an interesting season. Did throw 31 touchdowns, but only 3,500 yards. Has been downgraded to star dev. But he is almost as good as the quarterback we let go. Bernard Berrien. I don't know. That wasn't his name, but it's a Vikings receiver. I think he played for the Bears too. But that's okay. We changed playbooks mid-season. We started seeing some more success. They just love taking away dev traits. That probably really used to piss me off in game, or when the game was actually out is what I mean. Probably really pissed me off because it's pissing me off now. So I can only imagine what a full year of that would do to me. Yearly awards, Trey Easton wins MVP. I feel like I kind of remember him being drafted. None of our quarterbacks are there. Offensive player of the year, Trey Easton. Zeke. Defensive player of the year, Blake Martinez. and Von Miller. They do too in Madden back then. I don't know if both get credit for it or what, but that's what it is. Yeah, I'm good on these guys. What can we do to improve the team? And the Browns beat the Saints 27-0 in the Super Bowl, by the way. We have money. Offense is good. I do need a backup running back, I think. I like the O-line. And then defensively, we could use an upgrade at linebacker overall. Landon Collins is regressing. If there's a sick corner, maybe. Julio. Tyron Smith would be an upgrade. Stephon Diggs. Teray Windsor. Teray Windsor would be a good back to have. Good backup back. This is maybe the only corner worth going after. He's not great. And let me tell you, that picture does not match the in-game image at all. Antoine Waddy. Probably going to pass on that. I think I'll pass on all the linebackers. But we're starting to see some of the guys that we saw, I want to say in the first year of the draft. Tyron Smith would be an upgrade if we can afford him. Which it seems like we can. Not that the offense needs a ton of help. But if ever there was a time to go all out, it's right now. We'll go after the fullback, Zach Line. Forgot about him. A lot of these fullbacks are not memorable. Like, I don't know Freddie Stevenson. I do know Derek Watt. I do know Ethan Carter. I do know Roosevelt Nix, former Giant and Steeler. Don't remember Nick Bodden. Do know Alex Arma. I guess I do know a lot of the fullbacks, but it doesn't really matter a ton. Got Tyron Smith, got Teray Windsor, got Watts, got Line. All right. We are going all out to win it all right now. That much is clear. Tyron Smith to right tackle, just because he's a scheme fit, looks nicer. Receivers are good. Offense is good to go. We have depth at running back now. Defensively, we have 4 corners I'm pleased with. I think I do have a first-round pick still. We don't pick until the 4th round. Okay, probably for the best. As much fun as I'm having, I'm kind of ready to make the playoffs once, right? Do we miss anyone in the draft? Let's see. I mean, it seems like it's a solid draft. Nobody crazy. Okay, I'm ready to be bad. I'm preparing myself for it. I feel like we've built a very good team. Now, will they win? No. Almost certainly not. 3-4 at the midseason mark. That's actually in a position to compete for a playoff spot, I guess. And we missed the playoffs again. Went 7-9. I cannot get over 8 wins. I'm done with the game. I really am. I'm done. Dude, what is this sim engine? I'm sure everyone's going to have excuses for why it's my fault in the comments. But guys, I've got a 90 overall team somehow. With 93 offense, 95 defense. We can't go above 500. Like, I can't continue to put the best team in the league on the field and have them underperform. Like, dude, what do you want me to do? Also, my quarterback, Tyree Carlson, is down to quick development. The quarterback change. Unsuccessful. Yeah, so as I mentioned, I'm done. I'm done. I did the best I could, man. Built a really good team. The only, like, questionable move, other than all of them, is the move to go to a different QB. But that wasn't the problem. He still played about the same as the other one. And they all regressed development trait or regressed overall. It was a disaster. This was not good. I built a great team, so that's the goal. Didn't make the playoffs, so you know what? I am going to delete the game. Goodbye. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more Missing the Playoffs. Take it easy.